when Ava asks, like, would it be worth it to you to lose me? And she says, yes. So now, like, when she's begging Ava to come back, like, has Deborah learned her lesson? Does she mean it when she says she won't let her down again? And then for Ava, like, does she actually believe her this time?
Yeah.
Well, you'll just have to watch to the end. No, it's, I know she keeps disappointing Ava. She keeps breaking promises. And I'm not sure that's something that she can completely stop doing.
Thank you.
Does Ava feel vindicated? Is that why she comes back?
I think in that moment, she's like so beside herself and so worn out from years of this. And I think Deborah reminds her of the reality of like, yeah, look, you know, we don't have a shot of making it probably to number one, and this is what we do. And I promise you, I'm not gonna stand in your way. And, you know, I think watching her run into the ocean and emerge from the ocean is like, oh yeah, she thought that I was out there and she like was gonna come after me. Like, I think that gesture has a lot to do with it. The setting, the fact that she's just reached this level of like, you know, kind of a personal bottom. I think there's just kind of like nowhere to go but up. And so I think a combination of all of those things brings Ava to just be like, you know what, I guess we'll take a fucking crack at it, you know?
Well, it seems like she's finally admitting that she was wrong, right?
Yes.
Which is hard for her to do.
It is progress that she's saying, you're only failing because I set you up to fail. And I'm sorry. And that is progress. Yeah. And it's also progress that she says, we just have to have fun with each other. We just have to make the show we want to make. Yep. And that's all that matters, because we're probably going to stay in last place. And that's what it is. But like, let's just have fun to go out with a bang of sorts. Yeah. And it is true that she does have this growth. So then you say, well, the growth of I won't let you down again must be part of that growth. And that's the question. And that's the thing that Ava's constantly dealing with is does she mean it this time? Is she just using me this time? Or is she the person that I think she can be? And so that is definitely the big one of the questions that we've explored the last half of the season.
Is that why Ava says yes? Because Deborah was willing to choose art and choose her over the network?
In that moment, yes. Exactly. She's saying all the right things, you know? She's saying all the things she always wanted to hear. She wanted to hear at the end of last season, you know?
Well, at the end of the 6th episode, like Ava and Deborah, they make up and decide to make the show for themselves and not chase ratings. So how do Jimmy and Kayla feel about that? Because they, you know, especially Jimmy, they need the show to be a success.
But one might argue that, as Ava says at the end of season 3, don't you get it? It works because of our relationship. It's better because of it. So one might argue that their reconciliation, or at least them working in harmony, is the thing that would unlock success in the show.
I think the reason she is like cares so much about her job is to impress Jimmy. So like if Jimmy wasn't stressed about something, I feel like she wouldn't care as much. Or at least that's how I think of her. Like I think she would choose Jimmy over anything career-wise, which I feel like definitely part of the show is the struggle of like choosing your friends or work and what you're gonna choose at the end of the day. But I think that the reason she's so passionate is because she loves doing it with him. At least that's how I feel.